Hi team, this is Rohan Indra from Activate. I was on the 2017 election campaign and I just thought I'd send a video because I can't physically be there, a bit crook, but just to give some advice and about the campaign and also a bit of reflection so you get a bit of an insight into what a campaign feels like. So in the 2017 campaigns are definitely quite intense and competitive, but actually quite an enjoyable experience as well. It's not like a normal political campaign. From my experience, a lot of the other candidates, we actually developed friendships in the campaign. Most people are quite cordial, and most of the students at uni are actually quite polite, and they're happy to vote for you, given you have some sort of policy platform and you're quite polite in your approach. Going into the campaign, I had somewhat of an expectation that there were going to be times when there's going to be a lot of confrontation, when people would be a bit rude and just, shoo you away. But from my experience, most people were quite happy to vote for you. When people said no, they would just say it. One of the advice I'd give is that while Activate is more of a strategic board, therefore there's not a lot of operational policies that you may have in mind that can be implemented. A lot of people who voted were still quite receptive to a policy platform that you had. In many circumstances, being able to articulate some policies that were attractive was the difference between them saying no thanks and actually voting for you. So I'd strongly take into consideration, think of some ideas, or it doesn't even have to be an actual idea, but some sort of vision or priorities in which you wish to use your voice for to champion. The other piece of advice I would give is that in a campaign, since it's all electronic, which makes it a lot easier, some people do have security concerns about it when you do try and canvass for votes. So when you put an iPad in front of someone and say, "Hi, my name is Rohan Indra. Do you have a couple of minutes? These are my policies." Often they're quite okay with voting, but they were a bit spooked by the website. They want to know that it's safe and secure, especially because they're putting their student number in and their password. They're afraid that the iPad might actually be capturing it. So what I'd suggest is when you actually show them the iPad or whatever device you're asking them to vote on, actually demonstrate to them if they have concerns that to activate like a UTS website. So try, for example, opening a new tab, putting in the same URL and saying, look, it reloads, it's actually a UTS website. If they have a device in front of them, in many circumstances that was the case in my experience, you say, look, if you're more comfortable just doing it on your own device, you have a couple of minutes, I'd appreciate it. If you want, you're more comfortable, that's fine. You can just vote on your own device. And often that was what was needed to make them more comfortable about voting in that particular portal. The other thing I would advise is using friends strategically. Friends are quite helpful, but you've got to be strategic about it. For example, in lunchtime, I found having friends to assist on the campaign was quite helpful because like 12, 1 o'clock, especially in the underground, that was where you got your most votes. You're not physically able to reach everyone at lunchtime, and often it's the case that there's other candidates also competing for the finite number of votes. So having a friend to be able to tag team with you, it means that your reach is a lot more in that very important period. But however, there are times when having a friend can actually slow you down because you're in campaign mode. So you have a lot of momentum, you're very agile and mobile, but getting a friend to assist you, they're coming in campaigning cold, so they're not going to be as fast with getting votes, and they can be a bit of a hindrance. So do keep that in mind. But look, the main takeaway is you've definitely done the right thing in signing up. Give yourself a lot of credit for, putting your hand up. You're part of the reason why people putting your hand up is a part of the reason why universities are such great atmospheres. It's a great experience, one of the greatest experiences of my life. You'll learn a lot. It's not easy, but you will learn a lot and it'll make you grow as a person. And in terms of campaign, look, if someone says no to you, don't take it personally. It's not a reflection of who you are. Some people just don't have the time, so don't take it personally. Give it your best shot. And if you're lucky enough, like I was, to become part of the Activate, it's definitely a great experience, and best of luck with everything.